Welcome back. As we promised, we are going to cover together the visit of Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli to China. As on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the Prime Minister attends the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Plus Summit, and he was also received by Chinese President Xi Jinping. To shed more light on this summit and to shed more light on the significance of Egypt's participation as the first Arab and African country in this important gathering, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Dr. Hassan Wageeh, our prominent guest, Professor of International Relations. Thank you very much for being with us, sir, and a very good morning.
Oh, thank you for having me. Good morning to you.
Sir, Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli will deliver Egypt's speech under the theme of advancing multilateralism, ensuring national and regional security, and promoting sustainable development. How do you see the three pillars, sir?
Oh, yes, actually the three pillars really belongs to what they claimed as what they said as a motto of the conference, which is the Shanghai spirit, to operationalize all these elements, to deepen peace and tranquility, unity, mutual trust, prosperity and development, good neighboring, fairness and justice. So these pillars really belongs to that, to the motto raised in this conference.
Yeah. Promoting bilateral ties or mutual ties with China is also one of the most important pillars, or to be accurate, priorities of Egypt's foreign relations. How do you see the strategic partnership that now binds Egypt and China, sir?
Yes, I think that this relation is getting to be very important and very strategic. And 70 years of diplomatic relations between Egypt and China. Both are historic countries with old and important civilization for the entire world. So I think the gathering is very important. The relationship with China is very important. And by the way, Egypt really would like very much to have excellent relations with all international powers with a very balanced way.
Amen to that, sir. And this was very much clear when Chinese President Xi Jinping received yesterday Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, and they held talks where Xi Jinping asked our Prime Minister to convey his greetings to President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, hailing the fact that we are going to celebrate 70 years of diplomatic ties in 2026. How also do you see this as another proof of the very strong relations that bind Cairo and Beijing?
Yes, I think this history is very important. And by the way, in the discussion of this important summit, they raised the issue of history as an important source for getting lessons. They even talked about how great powers rises and fall at the same time, because if they do not understand the lessons of history. So two old civilizations like Egypt and China are very good models and very good examples for continuation and for having this strategic relation to flourish more and more.
Also, yesterday, Prime Minister Dr. Madbouli held a number of other meetings with the CEOs of Chinese companies, and he reviewed the incentives and efforts exerted by the state to eliminate all obstacles on the way in front of the Chinese corporations to work in Egypt and to invade more fields of investments. How also, sir, do you see these meetings and seizing the opportunity of being in China to hold such talks?
Yes, of course, Egypt sees this opportunity, which is, it hosts 25 leaders in addition to economic bodies, companies, and our Prime Minister is very keen to enhance this relationship, to get much more encouragement for direct investment in Egypt, and Egypt is making a great deal of facilities and roadmap, which is very important, which was explained to the world. So there's a very good chance that we can market our politics, we can market our economy, and I think this is a very important chance to enhance and deepen the relationship economically.
Sir, also Egypt is that keen to promote for its economic reform programs and for the opportunities and the potentials Egypt has in the industrial segment. And it was discussed yesterday in a number of meetings of Prime Minister Madbouli with Chinese top officials regarding cooperation in the fields of renewable energy, the manufacturing of electric vehicles, climate change, you name it. How do you see those fields in specific, sir, as it's going to be, inshallah, a win-win situation for both?
Yes, I think these are the issues that are trending in the world now. When you are talking about renewable energy, when you are talking electric vehicles, when you are talking, all of them are the future, belongs to the future, and it belongs to the challenges for the future. So I think this is a very good anticipation, and also it enhances this economic dimension. And by the way, Egypt is for that 100%. And the Prime Minister even supported the Banda bonds economically when he was addressing the economic issues in Shanghai.
Yeah. Sir, there were also media reports regarding the participation of Russian President Vladimir Putin, as the Kremlin said that Putin is going to have a 4-day visit to China. They called it even unprecedented. And Narendra Modi of India is going also to be there, meaning that there are going to be 2 of the founding members of the BRICS. Egypt also is included in the BRICS. So how do you see the future of this summit as a kind of a connection between Shanghai and the BRICS, with member states from here and there meeting in different occasions?
Yes, actually Shanghai witnessed these days a very heavyweight diplomatic gathering. You know, when you are talking about India and China, when you are talking about Russia, President Putin and 25 other leaders, I think this is give this meeting a very important weight in the international arena, multipolar orientation to be enhanced also. And the nice thing that I'd like to shed light on is that when you are talking about the Shanghai spirit, you can find deepening the Shanghai spirit by having improving institutional mechanisms, deepening multilateral cooperation, spreading peace and international tranquility, solving regional and global issues. I think this is very good, important. But when I looked at the Western media to look how they perceive it, unfortunately, many circles in the other media consider them anti-NATO, anti-whatever, and it is not the truth. It is not the truth. It is a balanced world, win-win situation, and I think when you are getting people who really quarrel, like when we had the disputes between India and Pakistan lately, and you can find the 2 leaders are getting together talking about peace, and when you are talking about other leaders, President Putin and others, all of them are for balanced relationship. All of them are for enhancing a better win-win world. It is not against anyone.
Because I think, sir, world leaders learned the lesson, despite the fact that they learned it in the hard way, that without peace, without security, without stability, no economic progress can be achieved on the ground. Do you think, sir, that we have learned the lesson, or still there are a lot of challenges we are going to face in the near future?
Actually, يعني, there is a lot of challenges and there are a lot of problems, especially when it comes to what is happening in our area. And you know, our Prime Minister mentioned to the President, to the Chinese President, that our President was keen to attend, but for the geopolitical situation and the tension in the area, he sent the Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that yes, we need a lot of work to be done for de-escalating conflicts in this area, especially what's happening in Gaza, which is
Sure.
really unbelievable humanitarian crisis.
And unfortunately, the United States is making the situation worse by denying visas to top Palestinian officials. On top of the list is Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, but this is another story, of course, related to the security and stability of the region. But here, if you permit me, I'm going to return back to Shanghai. And I mentioned BRICS, sir, because BRICS was established nearly about 15 years ago, I mean in 2010, but Shanghai was created or was established in 2001, meaning that the BRICS is built on what was achieved in the Shanghai organization, a cooperation organization. How do you see these blocks, sir, and their impact on the global economy, particularly the global south? As the global south now is having no more opportunities but to cooperate in front of the U.S. tariffs, if you agree with me on that.
Yes, I agree with you. The issue of the global south is on the agenda for negotiating all details regarding it. And I think that there are some good challenges, but when you are living in this world, you have to meet the challenges and you have to try to see ways to meet these challenges and to enhance your agenda in whatsoever procedures. And when you mentioned something about BRICS also, yeah, all of these are giving way, BRICS and the Shanghai Summit, and but the most important thing in this summit is that they would like very much to improve institutional mechanisms, because when you are talking about BRICS and Shanghai summits, what is lacking is really an institutional mechanism to be enhanced, because this is very important to make it like an organization, and well-established organization, and taking this kind of global scope. This is why Guterres was there among the people who attended that conference, along with other 10 important and key international organizations. And I think that the organization really needs badly to improve an institutional mechanism, because it's what lacks.
And structural reforms inside these organizations or institutions, sir, how do you see the importance also of this, and exchanging experience or expertise in this regard to achieve economic integration among the member states?
Yes, it's a long road, but as the Chinese adage says, the 1,000 road starts with good steps. So I think these are very good steps to meet these challenges and to enhance the existence of this institution, because this means bipolar system on a well-established basis.
But still, sir, in your vision, what are the most important obstacles on the way for the group of Shanghai to achieve more progress on the ground? Is it the structural reforms to be implemented on the ground, the institutional mechanisms, the security and stability situation in different parts of the world? And if all of them, would you please prioritize?
Yes, the priority is for the tension that is getting there in several spots in the world when it comes to our area in the Middle East, or when it comes to Ukraine and Russia, and other spots. Yes, because of the spread of the zero-sum mentality by so many circles, which is very, very dangerous for each one. Because when you try to play the zero-sum game, other people would like to change that game, which is not good. And I think that the most important thing is that when we have this organization and with the spirit of Egypt, the spirit of Egypt is to play a variable sum, to put a stop on the behavior of the zero-sum players, and to transform the whole thing into a win-win situation. And I think the diplomatic efforts exerted by Egypt and the Egyptian leadership shows strategic listening, strategic patience, and enhancement to the very last minute to de-escalate conflicts and to practice this variable sum game by putting a stop on the behavior of zero-sum players.
Professor Hassan Wageeh, Professor of International Relations, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day. Right after the short break, we are going to return back with more, so stay tuned.